ways to prepare.
If you're new to the ACT, this video is a great place to start before diving into practice questions. If you're already familiar with the content, feel free to skip ahead to the more specific content-based lessons, but if you've got a few minutes, a quick refresher never hurts. First up is timing and structure, what to expect. So let's break down the ACT English test. You have 35 minutes to answer 50 questions, which means you have roughly 42 seconds per question, but some will certainly require more time than others. This section consists of numerous passages with accompanying questions. What we've seen from ACT so far is a blend of passage question totals, some with 10 questions and some with 5 questions. But no matter what the exact breakdown, as mentioned before, on test day you will see 50 total questions. And with a little bit of practice, you should be able to complete the entire section in the allotted time. Let's talk a little bit more about those passages. The topics really could be on a variety of things, from historical narratives to descriptions of everyday objects. The style of the passages, all passages are written in a formal tone, so that means you want to avoid answer choices that introduce slang or overly casual phrasing. The focus here is grammar and style issues rather than on complex vocabulary. So for the most part, the vocabulary will be accessible, enabling you to narrow in on any grammatical or stylistic issues. Now for the questions, ACT English questions are fairly straightforward and cover grammar, style, punctuation, and organization. Common question types include identifying grammar and style errors, reordering sentences for clarity, and choosing the most effective wording. A little bit more about the questions. ACT has 2 question categories, usage and mechanics. These questions focus on punctuation, grammar, and sentence structure. And the second category is rhetorical skills. These tend to be a little harder. They're a little more time-consuming. These questions focus on strategy, organization, and style. For example, you may be asked to rearrange sentences or paragraphs for clarity, or to determine whether a sentence should be added or removed based on the overall purpose of the passage. And of course, we have separate videos that dive deeper into all of these question types. So I'll keep this brief and move on to how you can prepare for the ACT English test. First up, focus on grammar and punctuation. It's essential to know the rules for subject-verb agreement, comma usage, and other grammar fundamentals. We have videos dedicated to these rules, and they will be super helpful in boosting your score. Tip number 2, answer questions as you read. Don't read the entire passage first. This helps you stay focused and prevents you from getting overwhelmed by the full passage. Always read the sentence before and after the underlying portion, to make sure you're answering the question in the right context. This is a key mistake many students make. They focus only on the part of the sentence with the error, missing important context in the larger sentence or paragraph. Next tip, keep an eye on tone. Remember that the passages are written in an academic tone, so avoid answers that are too casual or conversational. Even though the passages themselves cover a wide range of topics, the writing style will always be formal and academic. This one might be a little funky, but it does help practice reading questions out loud. Yes, that might be strange. Most students have been taught not to move their lips when they're reading, but on the act, it's incredibly useful to practice reading the questions out loud. Not only does it slow you down and keep you focused, but it also helps you catch errors by hearing them. And while you should never rely solely on your ear in identifying errors, some errors are pretty obviously incorrect based on how they sound within the context of a sentence. And of course, while you can't talk aloud during the test, you can move your lips or whisper quietly as you practice. This really helps make the process a habit, and you'll start catching mistakes faster. You've got this. ACT English may seem challenging at first, but with the right strategies, it can become much easier to navigate. Build your skill set by focusing on grammar, punctuation, and style basics. Practice regularly to build familiarity and to build confidence. And remember, I'm here to help. Check out our other videos for more detailed strategies and for more details on the different question types. Best of luck to you as you work your way through our library of English lesson videos. Happy studying!